Good afternoon. Today class we will see on colonialism, and in our previous class we learned about the pre-colonial era, where we learned more about the uh, social, economic, and political organization in some communities. And today we will learn on colonialism. Now, what is colonialism? We can say colonialism is the practice or the system where powerful countries take control of another country, rule it, and use its resources for its own benefit. Colonialism is the practice where the powerful nation, that is the colonizer, take control over territories, the colony, to exploit the resources on their benefits, on their own benefits. Now, what are the reasons why that Europeans come to Africa? There are various reasons that made European to come to Africa. The main factor that is the economics, political, and social. Economic reasons, that is this is the main. We can say European had industries that needed raw materials. What are these raw materials? Uh, Cottons, rubber, minerals for making clothes. Cotton for making clothes, rubber for making tire, minerals for making for industries. Now, African had the resources in large quantities, so European came to take raw material cheaply. So they go to their countries to process this raw material and brought back finished good. So and they come back with finished good to Africa and sell them at higher price. And this made Africa a source of wealth for European. Two, political factors. European countries competed with each other. Um, Owing many colonies shows powerful and prestige. Countries feared being left behind by rivals. For example, if Britain took a region, France also wanted territories to compete. Another reason, social or and religion reason. Some Europeans believed that they had a duty to spread Christianity. They had a reason that they come to complete Christianity. Now, we've said that on social and religious reason, some Europeans believe that they had a duty to spread Christianity to all parts of the countries and or to all parts of their territories. They say that Africans should get civilized, and that's the reason why they came to spread the Christianity, which is not true. This belief made them feel justified in taking control. Now, another reason is the technological reasons. For example, Europeans succeeded because they had strong weapons such as the guns and the better ships for transportation. Now, let us see the methods used to establish colonial rule. Number one, there is a diplomatic treaties, the signing of treaties. Officials used papers and pen to persuade Africans or to lure the chiefs, African leaders, to sign agreement. These were often descriptive, uh, and this made the chiefs and the African leaders to sign for Europeans and to take away the sovereignty. Number two, the military conquest. Where diplomacy failed, Europeans used superior technology such as the Maxim gun to defeat African resistance. Another is a company rule. In early stages, private companies like IBA.com were given charter to govern and trade on behalf of the government. Now, uh, let us see African response. Africa did not passively accept colonial rule. Their reactions were varied. One, there is a resistance, direct military or spiritual opposition to protect their land and their culture. There are various communities that resisted the Europeans. Number one, the Nandi. It was led by the Koitalel Arap Samoei. They conducted a decade-long guerrilla war between 1895 to 1905 to protect their land and half of their construction and project the construction of Uganda Railway. Number two, the Bukusu. Bukusu defeated the sovereignty of Cheptembe's fort in 1895 against the British force. Another one is Somali. The Somalis resisted they resisted British and Italy incursion in North Kenya for nearly 2 decades. Now, let's see on collaboration. The communities that collaborated, collaboration choosing to work, it's a hack of choosing to work with Europeans to protect their community from traditional rivalry or to access modern benefits in Western education. Now, let us see the communities that collaborated with Europeans. One, Maasai. Number two, the Wanga and the Luo of Mumias, the Kikuyu. Now, we've learned that there are some communities that resisted the European, and also we've learned that there are communities that collaborated with European. They accepted to work together with European. Number one, my question is, who are these communities? Can you mention them? Victor, nice work. Abel, yes, good job. Now, what about the communities that collaborated with European? We've said the communities that collaborated, they are communities who accept to work together with Europeans. Mm-hmm. Wow, good job. Now, let's see the reasons why, the reason for collaboration. Why these communities accepted to work with European. Number one, there is a military advantage. Groups like Wanga used British firearms and soldiers to defeat their traditional enemies. Number two, uh, internal power struggle where leaders like Lenana used the British to solidify their leadership. Economic benefits where collaborators often receive uh, trade goods and salaried position on such as paramount chief and protection of livestock. Now, let's see the breakdown of colonized countries. There are countries countries that were colonized by various European powers. Let's see on British. British colonies. British used indirect rule to colonize their colony and control a large portion of East, West, and South African countries. East African East Africa countries such as Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania, formerly Tanganyika. West Africa, that is the Nigeria, Ghana, that's Gold Coast, Sierra Leone, and Gambia. South Africa, that is South Africa itself, Zimbabwe, Zambia. Zimbabwe was also known as the Southern Rhodesia, and Zambia was known as the Northern Rhodesia. And also Botswana was colonized by British. The French colonies. Who are the French colonies? Yes. Uh-huh. Now, the French colonies practice direct rule, assimilation, mostly North and Western Africa. West Africa, the colonies that was colonized by French are the Senegal, Mali, Ivory Coast, Guinea, Burkina Faso, and Benin, also with Niger. Equatorial Africa, that's Chad, Central African Republic, Republic of Congo, Gabon, the North Africa, Algeria, Morocco, and Tunisia, island nations such as Madagascar. Now, the Portuguese colonies. It was the examples of countries that were colonized by Portuguese are Angola, Mozambique, Guinea-Bissau, Cape Verde, and Sao Tome and Principe. Germany or the Namibia, Togo, Cameroon, Tanzania. Belgian colonies. These include the Republic of Congo and Rwanda and Burundi. Now, what are the effects of this colonialism? Kuna positive effects. Educational introduction to education, development of infrastructure, and improvement of health care, and also there is negative effects. There is a loss of independence, loss of land, loss of life, and that are the effects of colonialism. Now, because we've learned about colonialism, we've learned about the meaning of colonialism, the factors that led Europeans to come to Africa. The breakdown of colonized countries. Also, there is resistance and collaboration. And up to this time, I know you know you've learned more about this topic. Now, there is this questions I want us to do after this class. Now, yes, number one, identify two main reasons why European power were interested in acquiring territories in Africa during the late 19th century. Identify two main reasons why European power were interested in acquiring territories in Africa during the late 19th century. Number two, name and briefly explain two methods Europeans used to establish their rule in Africa. Number three, Name the name only two African countries that were not formally colonized during the scramble for Africa. Yes. Have a nice day and prepare for small quiz on Friday. Wish you all the best. Thank you.